Furf Fufflin.
Furf Fufflin?
Furf Fufflin.
You don't need... Furf Fufflin. F-U-R-P-H. I'm going to go with Furf.
Yeah, Furf Fufflin.
F-U-P-H-L-I-N. Furf Fufflin. All right. Anyway, thank you, sir or madam, for helping out in the video department today. Alan, could you have Poundcake explain who he would be perfect for? Not who would be perfect for him. Who would he be perfect for?
Anybody who needs a closer.
What does that mean?
Well, I'm just saying any man that would appreciate me. I just haven't had a man to...
There are a lot of people who appreciate you, but there's always something wrong.
No, a boyfriend.
You had a boyfriend.
I had 3.
And what happened?
It just wasn't a good... I'm allowed to not be compatible with
I'm not
people.
saying you're not. This person's asking,
Well,
who do
all.
you think you would be good for? And saying, a boyfriend.
But like, I don't know.
That's a given.
But like, me going into something saying I know what exactly what I want would be a lie. I don't know. I know what I like when I see it. I don't like...
But you have a little bit of you have a mental checklist.
Yeah. You have to be well on your way to your career. You don't necessarily have to have it yet, but you have to be well on your way. You have to have a car. You have to live out of your parents' house. You have to have a little cheddar. You ain't got to be rich, but you got to have enough to take me out on a date. And if I want to go on a vacation, am I paying for you? No.
You had all that with the last guy.
Yeah, so nothing that has to do with their personality or
you didn't let me get
anything
to
like
that.
that.
You ain't let me get to that
But
yet.
I'm saying, like, those are your first things that are important to you.
You're not leading with personality.
But I don't care about their personality if I have to drive to pick them up on a date. I don't care about that. I'm sorry. Call me shallow if you want to. I've dated guys, or not officially had them as boyfriends, but I've dated guys who didn't have a car. Like, I couldn't get past that. I'm sorry. You got to have a car.
Yeah, I understand.
You got to have a car. And I didn't say you had to have a degree. There's a lot of people that work really hard without a degree and have really good jobs. You got to have some money.
What are the personality traits you're looking for?
Has a great sense of humor, because I'm very freaking funny, and sometimes my jokes are really dark.
Let's just sit with that for a second. Because Mary thinks you're very funny. That made her laugh.
She laughed.
He's good. He's funny. Cody is funny. I agree.
Yeah, I laugh continuously throughout the day, and then when I tell somebody my jokes, I want them to think it's funny. So I want someone to have the same sense of humor as me. They gotta
Wait, you want someone to just laugh at you all the time?
laugh with me all the time.
Laugh with you.
Not at me or to me, but with me. They gotta enjoy lots and lots of sex. And
what if they're funnier than you?
That's even better. I like to laugh at myself because I am funny, and if they make me laugh, that's a given. Gotta take these size 32 draws off. And yeah, so they
32, my ass.
I do wear size 32.
You got purple ankles?
No,
right.
I do have a size 32. Screw you.
All right.
Sometimes they're a little tight, but it's still size 32.
All right.
No.
My boyfriend, who is 6'1" and like 180 pounds, wears a size 32.
I'm a size 32. I don't know what you want me to tell you. Want me to show you my tag?
No, I believe that you're wearing a size 32 pants. The question is, are you a size 32?
I believe so.
All right.
Like, I still got some room here.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Fine. So,
sense of humor, lots of
sense
sex.
of humor, lots of sex.
Enjoys a vacation.
But you don't have any money for a vacation.
I go on periodically, and I have friends that I stay with. But no, great sense of humor, a nice smile. But got to be smart, and more intelligent than I.
Won't be hard.
Okay, well then it should be easy. I would prefer a nice family life, but that's not always possible. People don't choose their circumstances.
Mm-hmm.
And that's pretty much it. Funny, smart, have a job. I don't require much. Have a good sense of humor.
Again, these all seem to be things that the last boyfriend had.
I didn't say there was anything wrong with the last boyfriend. I said we weren't compatible. That just because you have all those things doesn't mean there's chemistry. Those are things.
But
that
you dated him for months.
Yes, those are things I must have. Those aren't things.
But you don't date somebody for months when you don't have chemistry with. You can tell in 5 minutes if you have chemistry with somebody.
Well, you guys are always the ones who tell me you move through things too fast. Like you don't even give it a chance. You shouldn't date someone just to get experience.
Have we told him that he moves too fast?
Yes.
What do we care how fast he moves?
You guys, oh my gosh, you guys get on my nerves because you
Why?
guys literally because I told you years ago before I even had a boyfriend. It took me till I was 27 to get my first boyfriend, and you guys, well, what are you waiting on? What are you waiting on? And I said, well, I don't want.
That's not us telling you that you move too fast.
That was you saying, get a move on it. Like date someone, even if you don't get married, you're gonna break up at some point. And I'm like,
no, we said that you dumped people very quickly. You seemed to dump people quickly.
Okay,
I mean, none of us.
This time I dated them for 4 months.
None of us have any skin in the game as to who you date or how long you date them. But on that topic of conversation, it seemed back in the day that you were really cutting dudes.
Yeah, because there wasn't any chemistry.
Right.
I have a question. How much of your last relationship ended because you were tired of driving to Akron?
Not much. I didn't care. I didn't mind the drive. I didn't care.
Really?
No, I didn't care. It's right down the highway. I really don't care.
I thought it would be that coupled with he was a grown ass man. He was like a lawyer or something. He had a house and a car and a good job. He was like a settled down adult man.
Sure, and I'm cool with that. The one thing was I was not the driving to Akron and visiting in Akron was fine, but I had done the whole Akron thing. I wasn't planning on moving back to Akron. I
wasn't planning on moving back to Berea.
But Berea is not as far away as Akron. I can visit whenever I want at my leisure. But as far as staying there, then driving into work, and then driving home, I'm not doing that. Sorry. So I had no intentions on moving in. And if I would have dated any longer, if things really got serious, that's what would have happened. Because you're not.
You could have bought a house together.
No.
How the hell would he buy a house with somebody?
Co-signer.
2 signatures is how you buy a house? He didn't have any money.
If his boyfriend does.
Well, you're not buying a house together.
You're moving in together to a new home.
Right. Uh-huh.
Yeah, no, it just wasn't compatible. There was nothing wrong with any of my boyfriends. I will gladly say it's me. It was me. But I don't want to waste anybody's time. So the sooner you get a move on it, the sooner you can move on. And far as I know, I think all of my boyfriends now have other boyfriends. So they're happy. And I'm happy for them.
Yeah, listen, there's nothing wrong with being single.
Oh, I love being single.
You should.
Nothing
wrong with it.
My brother, I know where we're staying too, in Vegas. We're staying in Old Vegas, and we're staying at the Golden Nugget.
You are?
Yeah.
That's where we sat at the blackjack tables all day, man.
Yeah,
that was fun.
We're staying at the Golden Nugget. We booked our rooms, and my brother was like, you want a room by yourself? I said, yes. What, am I going to stay with you? Oh, we're right outside like that little pavilion area that looks like, I don't know what it looks like. It has its own sky. I laughed at it. I was like, there's really a place called the Golden Nugget. I'm like, I'm not letting you book anything. Where is this place?
Golden Nugget's like one of the oldest places in Vegas. You never heard of the Golden Nugget?
No. And I
really?
looked up. I was like, oh, okay, this seems kind of, I thought it was going to be like some like Motel 6.
No, it's like right in the middle of everything up there.
It's one of the most famous hotels.
So I felt bad
casinos.
Because I laughed at my brother. I was saying, we're not staying at a place called the Golden Nugget. And then I was like, oh, we're staying at the Golden Nugget.
All right, well, that'll be fun.
Yeah.
You'll have fun up there.
Yeah. And see, these are things I would like to do with said hypothetical boyfriend. But
I wonder if they have non-smoking rooms in the Golden Nugget. That is an old school. I think probably they have to, but boy, you walk into those casinos.
Man, that's one of the first things you notice in Pittsburgh.
When you're out of Ohio.
Pittsburgh, their casino, there's sections. There's smoking sections and non-smoking sections, but it's all in the same building. So you walk in and you're immediately hit with that cigarette smell. Same in Michigan, too.
In Michigan, you can walk into a bar and people are smoking. You're like, oh my God, I forgot what this was like.
Yeah, it's
going
crazy.
home and your clothes all smelling like smoke. And yeah. Now, you guys all have fun.
Yep. I hope so.
What's your game going to be? What are you going to gamble?
I don't know. Whatever's the cheapest, just so I can get free drinks and then I'm going to go walk around.
You can sit at a slot machine and bet 30 cents at a time.
Oh, that's what I plan to do. Like, I will bring money for entertainment, but I'm not looking to hit it big. That would be awesome. It would be a great story, but I'm not looking to do that.
Man, I can't wait till he comes back from Vegas.
A rich man.
A rich man with no stories about the Hoover Dam.
Not one?
Not one solitary story.
Unless they're showing a movie.
On
A
the
movie that
Hoover
he
Dam.
likes, not a Marvel movie.
not a
That's
Marvel
right.
movie.
Nope. They're showing like, I don't know, Mighty Ducks, Air Bud. What do you want? What
Zoe
do you want on the
101 or
show? Zoe
whatever.
on
What was
the
that? What was that show? Xena?
Warrior Princess?
No, the
Xenon?
Xenon.
Yeah.
Girl from 21st Century.
Don't know that one.
Was that what the name of it? The 21st Century?
Yeah. That was the original. Girl of the 21st Century.
It was like a space, she was like lived on a space shuttle or something. That's what they thought.
She called it the space stay.
Yeah, that's what they thought was going to happen in the 21st century. That was in like 1992.
Xenon Girl of the 21st Century.
Yeah.
Wow.
The technology and stuff is like, bro.
With Raven Simone.
And the funny thing is, like, they had like zap pads, and now
Yeah,
Oh, that was
you
a
could,
movie.
Yeah,
It's
you
sort
could
of
you could teleport.
no, you couldn't teleport. I don't remember that. No,
I would certainly
show.
hope if they were going to make a Disney movie about the 21st century that you could teleport.
No, the whole place, the part of the movie takes place on the space day, and then they deport her. She's being deported. She has to go live with her aunt on Earth.
Yeah.
And she's like, I don't know how to do this. She's like in chemistry class, and she's like burning stuff because she was like, you told me to put it to 94 degrees Celsius, like, or something like that. And so all her measurements and stuff is off. But yeah, it's funny.
All right.
I watched Xenon the sequel.
That's it. Yeah, the second one.
The
sequel.
And then she had a third one, Xenon Z3. Because I remember Protozoa, he made that song, Zoom, Zoom, Zoom. Make your heart go boom, boom, my supernova girl.
Alan Poundcake's got to play the Wheel of Fortune slots. Guy hit $1 million at the Golden Nugget when I was there in January.
Those are some of the hardest slots to win on.
Are
the
they?
Wheel of Fortune ones. Any of the ones that are linked nationally, they don't pay out as often. So things like Wheel of Fortune or Buffalo or ones that you see.
What do you mean linked nationally?
So there's games that are linked through
like a network?
like a network all over the whole country. So it'll have the same jackpots in Las Vegas and in Cleveland if you're playing
I
that
see.
machine. There's some that are linked locally, so just the ones in the casino are linked together, and then there's some that are totally individual.
How do you determine which is which?
I don't know. Honestly, I mean, just from playing them a lot, you know which ones kind of appear all over and have similar jackpots and things like that.
Like
but
if they have a huge payout, it might be a...
yes, if it's like $1 million game, that's probably linked nationally, and it's going to be really, really difficult to play. It's going to have a much lower payout percentage.
Did you see, out of all of the ways to prepare eggs that we've talked about here on the show, far more than I ever knew. Mary had to get me hip to that. Have you seen pizza eggs on TikTok?
No.
Pizza eggs.
People are just taking old pizza and pizza toppings and eggs and whipping them all together into making some kind of omelet.
Oh.
I had pizza for breakfast today.
Do you put eggs on it?
Yeah, but you had breakfast at lunchtime.
I had breakfast at 11.
Yeah.
I had 2 cold pieces of pizza, and then I came in here and got a ham, egg, and cheese croissant at the cafe. So
You were hungry.
I had breakfast.
That's why
for
she's
lunch.
having such a good day.
I've already eaten 2
She's
meals.
eating
Wow.
2 meals. And yeah.
2 meals in 4 hours.
You're gonna wanna not skimp on the butter, because that's where happiness comes from. Add your pepperonis, the more the better, honestly. But spread them out. Next, just add your seasoning. I add salt and pepper. 4 eggs. Let the eggs cook up, add cheese, eat it out of a pan.
Well, pizza eggs is all over the tickety talks.
I mean, I've made omelets with pepperoni before. That's good.
A pepperoni omelet.
Yeah.
Yeah, why not, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Leftover omelets are legit. Like when you can kind of
Leftover omelets.
Well, you just have stuff in your fridge from like the week of meals that you've cooked or whatever, and you throw some of it in there. You
Oh, an
can have,
omelet
like-
made of leftovers.
Yes,
oh,
yes,
I
yes.
see.
No, you don't take all of your leftovers and just crack an egg in it.
I didn't know what you were talking about. I don't know.
No.
Other people are doing all kinds of wild things out there in their kitchens.
I think I've
It
mentioned
wouldn't
it
occur to me.
on the show before that one of my favorite leftover things to do for breakfast is French fries. I'll take French fries with me and then dice them up and make breakfast potatoes out of them the next morning. I do enjoy that.
Yeah, French fries for me are a single-use item.
Until you refry them for breakfast. You've never done it.
I guess, yeah.
It's the same thing.
I've brought French fries home. I've brought French fries home before, and my wife and I are at cross purposes on French fries. I bought French fries home before, and they're fine. they're good. I don't need them to be blazing hot, right? If they're warm, that's fine. Unless they're blazing hot, my wife wants nothing to do with them. So she goes, I'll put them in the microwave. I go, well, that will ruin them. I don't want them anymore. That will ruin them.
It does ruin them.
She goes, well, she starts putting them in the air fryer. I go, that's going to ruin them too. It didn't ruin them.
Yeah, air fryers are pretty awesome.
But still, I think of French fries as like you get them, you eat them.
Yes, but I'll eat pretty much anything cold. Like cold leftovers, French fries, I don't care. Sandwiches, burgers, pizza.
I like a cold burger.
A cold hamburger.
I don't mind a cold hamburger.
Like a cheeseburger just right out of the to-go box with the fries. Oh, yeah.
Has it been on the counter or it's been in the refrigerator?
You are the only person who thinks that cold means on the counter. Because you've said that about your pizza.
Well, pizza, yeah. The pizza box doesn't go in the fridge. It stays on the counter.
No, that's not cold pizza.
Well, it's not warm. You mean...
Yours is room temperature. I mean cold from the fridge.
Okay.
Cold leftovers. Cold
So a
pizza.
cold hamburger.
Yes.
You don't warm it up.
No, because it's got all the like vegetables on it. So
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's mostly cold meat.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's
Well,
still
I'll eat
got
that
like
cold meat.
lettuce and tomato and whatever else you put on there.
I don't mind it.
It
All
is
right.
good.
Alan, breakfast pizza from a gas station is amazing if you can get over the runs that you'll have later on. What's the amazing part? It tastes so good that you go, this is totally worth diarrhea?
I mean, as someone who eats a lot of gas station meals. No, but there's like breakfast pizzas that are very good where they'll, instead of like pizza sauce, they'll use sausage gravy and then like cheese and eggs and peppers and onions and stuff on there. There's some really good breakfast pizzas out there.
But like gas stations don't have a kitchen.
No, it's a frozen pizza.
Right. So you're like, where's all this coming from?
The freezer, and then they put it on a little heating pad and then you eat
Sausage gravy?
I don't know. I don't know what he's referring to, but I'm saying that places that will do like brunch breakfast pizzas are usually pretty legit.
An air fryer is a convection oven. Yes, everybody knows that. That's what we grew up.
They rebranded it.
Yeah, they rebranded it. We grew up.
And it works great.
We
nice.
didn't have a microwave growing up. We had a toaster oven, which I think is kind of
yeah.
the same thing. Yeah. So anything we wanted to use. My mom thought we were all going to get radiation or something from a microwave. So she's like, toaster oven's fine. I go, okay.
Toaster oven is pretty legit, though, and I feel like...
Yeah, if you want to wait half an hour to, like, warm a piece of pizza up.
Yeah, but it tastes
We used to
better.
have one here. They had a toaster oven, and you'd see somebody put, like, a piece of pizza in there, and you'd walk back there 25 minutes later, and it's still cooking.
You talk about
Like, boy, you really got a back time lunch.
Gwen putting French fries in the microwave. My boyfriend reheats pizza in the oven, so he will wait for the oven to preheat to like 250 degrees, and then he'll put 2 or 3 pieces of pizza in the oven for 5 minutes or 10 minutes to reheat them. He won't throw it in the microwave. He won't do any of that.
He's a man
I'm
of
with
principles.
him. Yeah, I'm with him.
For real?
Yeah, why not?
Because that takes like a half hour.
Well, if you back time it, what's he in a rush? He's not in
I'm
a
saying
rush.
he like gets home from work, he'll start the oven, take a shower, do this, and like all that just to eat a couple pieces of
Yeah,
pizza.
because he's doing other
'Cause he
things.
wants it to be the way he
guess.
wants it to be.
If you're like in a hurry, I could see where that would,
It's
you know.
so
But
intensive for leftovers, I feel like. Leftovers are supposed to be just like a quick whatever, I don't have to cook anything
it's
here.
time
it is.
management.
Whatever.
But he doesn't have to cook anything there either.
Right, and if he's
It
taking
just
a shower
it just
and
takes
stuff,
yeah, he's taking a shower. He's getting himself coiffed so he can enjoy his reheated pizza.
Oven reheated pizza.
Oven reheated. Isn't that
I
making it
guess.
crispy?
It does.
Yeah, that's what he
It just
wants.
seems like a lot to me.
what does he do that you like?
I don't complain about him that
Her.
much. Yeah, me.
Yeah, she likes when he does her.
Had a great session last night.
Yeah,
Oh, you're allowed to get it in then.
Yeah.
it was past 24 hours.
Wonderful. So
Slip
great.
and slide and freaky style.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, of course.
Perfect.
Yep.
Getting ready for all
That's
that.
why she's in such a good mood. It's
That
not that you
probably
got.
is, to be honest with you. We had-
You're like, oh, I got so much worse. No, you
I
got
got so
laid
much
last night,
sleep.
and that's why you're in a good mood.
That's why I was in bed until 10:30.
We had particularly good. Yeah, we're getting ready for some vacation sex next week. Oh, God. Where it's just like you nap, pool, nap, shower, sex, food, more sex, sleep.
Yeah.
Oh, God, I can't wait.
That's good. That's good stuff.
I know, I'm so excited. This is like our first, we went on vacation for a couple days, like 2 or 3 days in 2020. It was just a weekend trip. So this is our first like full week away, just the two of us. So I'm excited.
It'll be a good time.
A week away.
A week away. Yeah, I remember the one year that we went to the adults only resort in Mexico, thinking that we didn't want to have children running around, but adults only, of course, is code for swingers and stuff. You know.
Was it? I would have
Yeah.
thought it would have been like super drunk parents, like parents who don't get any time away from their kids.
I mean, it wasn't exclusively swingers, but there were a lot of people walking around in PVC, and there were particular type parties and things like that. And the televisions ran like nonstop Russian anal porn, like 24 hours a day. Where like, I think that's the same girl that was getting it this morning.
Poor girl.
Because we would just drink all day long, and then you go back and you bang, and you go back out, and you're in the pool or whatever.
You're Putin it where?
Exactly. Cold pizza is best in a frying pan, says this psychopath.
Like with oil?
I don't know. Frying pan. Now that seems like a lot of work.
No, thank you.
Tell Mary to use the broiler in the oven. All right. Well,
the broiler's good.
Broiler is for like crisping things. I'll use the broiler at the
you want to
end
melt
of a
the cheese
lasagna.
again?
Is that the drawer underneath or whatever? I don't think I've ever once used a broiler.
It does. It's not a convection. It doesn't heat the whole thing. It's like
It's
just
at the top,
down. So it's like you use the broiler at the end of lasagna to kind of like crisp up the cheese, or if you're making cheesy potatoes and you want the top to be nice and crunchy, like that kind of stuff.
Like when I make s'mores, I'll make them in the oven.
What? Hey.
And the trick is to not put anything underneath that'll catch anything.
Oh, so you just put the cracker right on the oven rack.
You put the cracker on the rack, and then you put the marshmallow and the chocolate, and then and you just put them in there. Mm-hmm. And oh man, the cleanup is a bitch.
Just marshmallow all over everything.
Oh my God! I mean, we have purchased so many new stoves just in the short time we've been here because I demand that my s'mores be made in the oven. So it's a labor of love. I don't mind telling you.
I love s'mores.
I'll have Kid Rock tickets for you after this break.